You already know that certain information about your client is confidential, but when it comes to the property, there is some information you must share, even if your client tells you not to. This is called full disclosure. Let's look at a case that illustrates what can happen if you don't disclose properly. The case is Easton versus Strassburger from 1984. Here's what happened. In 1976, the Strassburgers sold their home to Ms. Easton for $170,000. During the transaction process, the listing agent noticed a problem with uneven flooring, but did not mention this to the buyer. Turns out that the floor was uneven because the home was built on a former landfill. The ground was unstable, a fact that the Strassburgers knew but did not disclose. In fact, while the Strassburgers owned the property, there were 2 landslides. One of these created a sinkhole about 8 to 10 feet deep and 50 to 60 feet across. After Ms. Easton's purchase, another landslide caused significant damage to the property. As a result of the damage, the property was now valued at only $20,000, and estimates for repair ran about $200,000. Ms. Easton sued the seller's broker for fraud and negligence. When the case was tried, the court held that the agent should have investigated that wonky floor and disclosed the issue to the buyer, and that the seller should have disclosed known issues with the property. Because they didn't, they were found guilty of fraud and negligence. Ultimately, the court concluded that brokers have the duty to conduct a reasonably competent and diligent inspection of residential properties and to disclose to prospective buyers all material facts revealed by the investigation. What's the takeaway for you? As a result of cases such as Easton versus Strassburger, disclosure laws in our state are strict. You'll need to know the appropriate disclosure requirements, provide the proper disclosure forms to the buyer, and make sure they're completed thoroughly and accurately.